Imagine a civilization that had no iron tools, no horses, not even the wheel. And the most shocking part, they didn't even live near rivers. Yet somehow, they understood the movement of planets in the sky, built massive stone pyramids with perfect precision, and created a calendar so accurate that in the year 2012, the entire world trembled in fear. Deep inside dense, silent, and mysterious jungles, thousands of years ago, a civilization was rising, one that still stands today as an unanswered question. This was the Maya civilization. But the questions are still alive. Who were these people?
Look at him climb.
Where did they come from?
Strong. The gods will be
And how did
pleased.
such an advanced civilization disappear so quietly from the pages of history? To understand this story, we must travel thousands of years into the past, to a time when Asia and the Americas were not completely separate. Where today we see frozen oceans, there was once land, a vast land corridor, known today as the Bering Land Bridge. From Asia, humans followed animals, step by step, across this land bridge into the Americas. Generations passed, thousands of years went by, and these people slowly migrated from North America toward the south. Eventually, they reached a region we now call Mesoamerica, present-day Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, and Honduras. But back then, this land was no paradise. It was dense, humid, dangerous, a jungle full of mystery, towering trees, suffocating air, venomous creatures, and death hiding in every shadow. And here, right inside these unforgiving jungles, humans transformed themselves. These people would one day be called the Maya. The Maya civilization was completely different from every other ancient civilization. Egypt flourished along the Nile. The Indus Valley thrived beside rivers. Mesopotamia grew between the Tigris and Euphrates. But the Maya, most of their cities weren't near any major river at all. The land here was limestone, where rainwater quickly disappeared underground. So the question arises, without rivers, how did they survive? And this is where the true genius of the Maya is revealed. The Maya discovered water management systems that were thousands of years ahead of their time. They captured rainwater in massive reservoirs and used natural underground wells, known today as cenotes. Nearly 2,000 years ago, when many civilizations were fighting over water, the Maya were preserving every single drop of rain. Maya cities were not just settlements. They were fully planned urban centers, massive step pyramids, royal palaces for kings, residential areas for common people, and enormous ball courts where the entire city gathered. And all of this was built without iron tools. Even their pyramids were designed in such a way that on specific days of the year, sunlight aligned perfectly with the center of the temples. These were not just buildings. They were expressions of science. The Maya were not only master builders, they were scientists of the sky. Without telescopes, they tracked planetary movements, solar eclipses, and lunar eclipses. Their calendar was so precise that in some ways, it surpasses even modern calendars. In 2012, fear spread across the world. People believed the world was going to end. And that fear was linked to the Maya calendar. But the truth is, the Maya calendar never predicted the end of the world. It simply marked the completion of a time cycle. Just like December 31st ends and January 1st begins a new chapter. The Maya believed not in endings, but in renewal. In Maya religion, ritual sacrifices did exist to connect with the gods. But the daily mass killings shown in movies are not accurate. Sacrifices were rare, performed during major festivals, after wars, or during disasters like droughts. For the Maya, this was not terror. It was faith. Centuries later, in the 18th and 19th centuries, European explorers entered these jungles and saw something unbelievable. Broken pyramids covered in vines and trees, cities swallowed by nature. John Lloyd Stevens and Frederick Catherwood were among the first to tell the world that a lost great civilization was hidden inside these jungles. Slowly, excavations began, and the Maya civilization returned to the pages of history. But one question remained. How did such a powerful civilization collapse? Historians believe that prolonged droughts, rapid population growth, massive deforestation, and constant internal wars, together, they weakened Maya cities. people abandoned the cities, and the jungle slowly reclaimed what humans had built.
The way is long.
Even today, the Maya civilization is not fully understood. Even today, deep inside the jungles, there are cities no human has ever seen. A civilization that was thousands of years ahead of its time, that rose, thrived, and then disappeared. Silently, the Maya civilization is not just history. It is one of humanity's greatest and most mysterious puzzles.